Maybe he's a little overrated.
Teddy Atlas gives his thoughts on Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. He says that Canelo Alvarez is overrated. Is Canelo overrated? It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I could just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
Check it out, man. Is Canelo overrated? Check out what Teddy Atlas had to say.
Maybe he's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. And I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class. Can he carry it? But those intangible.
Now, after hearing what he had to say, and I also posted what he said on the community tab, but I wanted to give my thoughts on it. Is Canelo overrated? I would say yeah. And I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way, right? Canelo Alvarez, he's a pretty limited fighter. Any fighter, in my opinion, right, it's just my opinion, that comes out here after a fight or even before a fight and declares that he just don't like this style, he don't like to fight these type of guys, he don't like, and it's not just Canelo Alvarez that does this. We've seen quite a few guys come out and be very vocal about a particular fighter or a particular style they just don't like. They mask it as running and all this other stuff, right? So this is why I say Canelo is overrated, because if you really the fucking guy, if you really that damn good, it shouldn't matter who's in front of you. You should be able to deal with whatever style that's in front of you if you are that guy. And Canelo has been that guy for a while, right? But in my opinion, he isn't the guy. Why? Well, because he picks and chooses. He picks and chooses what he wants to do. Catch weights, rehydration clauses, handicaps, things of that nature make Canelo Alvarez overrated, in my opinion. Now, I don't say that with disrespect, okay? I think Canelo's great. But I agree with Teddy. He's a little bit overrated. Now, my reason for him being overrated may be different from Teddy Atlas, but I would think that my reasoning, I think Teddy Atlas would agree. Because the best fighters in history never complained about a particular style or a particular fighter. They never do it. Think about some of the more legendary fighters from the yesteryear that got the microphone in their face after a fight or before a fight or dealing with the media. They never got out here and said they just don't want to fight a guy because of the way he fights. Right? This is something that Canelo's been doing for quite some time now. I don't like to fight that guy. He don't bring the fight. Not every fighter fights the same, bro. That just tells me that you're one-dimensional, that you're limited, that you need help, that you need that fighter to come to you. This is another reason why I just got Terence Crawford winning the fight. Terence Crawford, I already spoke about it many times, but he's just a fighter that can kind of just do whatever he wants in the ring. He can fight any style he wants to fight against, especially against a guy like Canelo, who has stamina issues. He has foot speed issues. And now his output has decreased quite significantly over the years. He's not throwing the combination punches that he was once throwing when he was fighting guys like Gennady Golovkin a few years ago. He's just not doing that anymore. It's one shot at a time. He's missing big. He's missing wide. He's telegraphing shots. It's not looking good. But yet and still, before Bud Crawford approached this guy in the face-off, it was the narrative that he just didn't stand a chance against Canelo simply because Canelo was the bigger guy. Simply because Canelo could punch. But when was that ever the determining factor for a fighter to win a fight? Well, I guess because it's kind of foreign for a guy to move up so many weight classes and beat a guy, right? It's kind of foreign. It's not one of those things that's really common. It don't necessarily end well when guys try to move up in weight. Not everybody can do it and be great. It's just not everybody. Not everybody can just move up multiple weight classes and still continue to kick ass like they've been doing in their original weight class. Not too many guys can do that. Some can. And those guys got to be considered some great fighters. Because regardless of the size difference, regardless of the weight difference, these guys still perform. And we never heard Terence Crawford over the years complain about a certain style or none of that. I take them how they come. Big, small, tall, strong, long, pause, right? Bring them on. That's the mentality that Bud Crawford has. And this is why experts like Teddy Atlas got Bud Crawford winning the fight, because of his mentality. So not only do he has an abundance of skills, a deep tool bag, but he has the mindset as well. The mindset and the will to win. The mindset that no matter what this guy's doing, I'm going to figure him out, and I'm going to beat him. Do Canelo Alvarez have this same mindset? I would argue he don't, because, well, he come up with excuses when he fights certain guys. And let's be honest, it's not Canelo's fault, really, that this is just how the universe made him. This is how God made him. He will never, ever have the speed, the foot speed, or certain things that's needed to deal with certain guys. And for him to avoid those styles for so long, right? See, look, they was in the money-making business. And if Canelo Alvarez consistently fought guys like, let's say, for example, Erislandy Lara, the more back foot fighters, right? The guys that's on the back foot, sticking out the jab, keeping a really methodical approach, those guys would have made Canelo look bad over the years, and Canelo Alvarez probably wouldn't be in the position he's in today. But he fought the right guys. He stayed away from certain styles. Every once in a while, he get in there with a speedster, but for the most part, he kind of strayed away from those guys, especially after Lara. You got to keep the gravy train going. At the end of the day, it's about making money. Canelo's the cash cow. A lot of people benefit from Canelo's success. So they need Canelo to look good. They need Canelo to perform well. They can't be putting Canelo in there with guys that's on the back foot, making him look like he's just started boxing 2 years ago. This is essentially what William Skull did. Now, of course, William Skull didn't have enough juice, not enough popularity points to get the favorable decision over Canelo Alvarez. Of course, also, the big fight with Crawford was on the table. But Canelo Alvarez, is he overrated? I think he is, man. I think he is. I think he's slightly overrated. And I kind of hate to say overrated, because overrated, when you hear that, it sounds kind of bad. But I'm only saying this from perspective of him just being a fighter who can't seem to deal with every style that's in front of him. Guys like Floyd Mayweather was able to deal with every style in front of him. Guys like Andre Ward was able to deal with every style in front of him. Terence Crawford is able to deal with every style in front of him. Dimitri Bivol is able to deal with every style in front of him. Right? Alexander Usyk, able to deal with every style in front of him. Naoya Inoue is able to deal with every style in front of him. There's no complaints about guys running. Why? If he's running, I'm going to catch his ass. Right? If he's running, go catch him, bro. If he's running, go catch him. Simple as that. Go catch him. Guess what? You don't got the foot speed. You got cement shoes on, bro. Maybe. And I'm not sure if this would have worked, because sometimes some people just naturally got foot speed. Some people just don't. But I question if Canelo Alvarez, over the years, right, when he was a young guy, if he had been working on his foot speed over the years, will it still be enough to keep up with some of the guys that has the natural foot speed? Let's be honest. That's one of Canelo's biggest flaws, is he just don't got the foot speed. And if a fighter decides to take the back foot approach on Canelo, stick and move, fight when they want to fight, make Canelo fight their fight, Canelo Alvarez will always struggle. Sorry, you guys. This is just what I see. And this is why I don't have too much pushback because, well, this is me speaking logically over what I've seen over the years from Canelo Alvarez. Let's be honest. I got Canelo Alvarez as one of the all-time greats, one of the greatest Mexican fighters of all time, bar none, period. However, he's a very limited fighter. He has now seemingly become a one-dimensional fighter. And now at this point, I see him as an underdog going into a fight with Terence "Bud" Crawford. But I ask again, is Canelo Alvarez overrated? Tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.